Hi guys, this is Paul with Tweaktown. We're at Flash Memory Summit 2014. We're sitting down with Lee Caswell, the VP of Marketing from the IO Memory Solutions Group at SanDisk, and John Scaramuzzo. He's the SVP and General Manager of the Enterprise Storage Solutions Group. So, big news, of course, Fusion IO. You guys just finished the merger, the acquisition. Can you kind of give us a brief overview, Lee, of the benefits that SanDisk brings to you and the benefits that you bring to SanDisk?
You bet. Yeah, we're very excited about this acquisition and the merger together. Together, the companies have now a full portfolio of products across the flash spectrum, ranging all the way from SATA, SAS, SSDs into PCIe flash, into UltraDIMMs now, where we can offer a full complement of products that is unmatched in the industry. It's a very powerful combination, and together with integrated NAND supply now, Fusion IO actually is very has an opportunity then to be extremely relevant as part of the portfolio.
It seems like an obvious need for both sides, and also a big point from Fusion IO is you guys have a lot of software technology and a lot of knowledge and experience in that area. John, how do you feel that kind of fits in with some of the existing portfolio of SanDisk products?
Well, it fits in perfectly. Lee mentioned it. It's extremely important that we now have the broadest offering of flash storage devices in the industry. And each one of these devices have its own unique capability. As you mentioned, SATA may be a very focused workhorse and hyperscale. UltraDIMM may be very focused on the lowest possible latencies associated with trading and other types of applications. PCIe is a workhorse for low latency, high IOPS. And then there's SAS, which is our workhorse in the storage industry. So we have all these pieces. But I think the most interesting thing is how do we tie all these pieces together with software? And because we design the flash subsystems, we have a very good understanding of how to manage that flash. And I think the biggest thing that's going to change in the industry is instead of thinking about combining flash with rotating storage, we're going to learn more and we're going to innovate in how we combine different types of flash together. And we think this definitely gives us an opportunity to lead the way to what we're calling the Flash Transformed Data Center.
There's been a lot of expansion from a lot of SSD manufacturers into more of that low endurance segment because it's suitable for a lot of needs in most applications. Do you foresee a continuation of that theme in the future?
Well, it's important to understand there's a couple different things going on out there. Traditional storage and traditional storage companies build generic systems for multiple users. And when you're building a generic system, it's hard to say exactly what the workloads are going to be. So there's always going to be this need for higher endurance capabilities for more generic solutions. On the other hand, you have hyperscale companies, which have very specific applications, know exactly what their workloads are. And there's no reason why we, SanDisk, can't tailor our solutions to their workloads and their solutions. And so that's what we're doing. We're tailoring solutions for people who have specific applications, and we're tailoring solutions for people who have generic applications.
A lot of the use of flash in the data center right now revolves around marrying that capacity of hard disk drive with the speed and performance of SSDs. How do you feel that SSD caching and tiering will move forward in the future, not only with hard disk drives, but also with SSDs? Of course, there's an opportunity there to use high endurance SSDs as cache for lower endurance, correct?
Yes, I mean that's exactly the key point. There's right now a tremendous amount of work that's gone into putting together SSDs with hard drives to try to accelerate solutions. But as we scale our NAND technology from 2D to 3D and we get more and more dense, we know right now that it is more cost effective to build solutions out of SSDs than 15K hard drives. And so as that scaling continues to occur, there's going to be less and less reason to have hard drives in the equation and more reason to combine the highest performing flash with the highest endurance flash, with the lowest endurance flash, with the lowest performing flash into a system that really solutions the whole space.
And some of the concerns that people have with using a little bit of lower endurance flash in some applications is, of course, reliability. At the end of the day, if the device doesn't store your data in a reliable manner, you're not doing any good. How do you feel that SanDisk's broad OEM experience and through qual cycles, how do you feel that affects your ability to deploy reliable solutions?
Well, first of all, when you're designing the memory yourself if that's the technology in-house, and then you're designing the subsystem above it, there's nothing you can miss, right? You fundamentally understand the physics of the device, you understand how to manage that, and you understand how to measure its capabilities. So one of the things that's very different about flash technology versus rotating storage technology is that the failure mode, meaning endurance, is something that is understood at all times.
It's measurable.
It's measurable.
Right.
And so this is something you never knew quite when your hard drive was going to crash, right?
Right. Somehow we got more comfortable with an unpredictable crash than the fact that you know the endurance of these products now.
Exactly. And so when you combine that with the software and Fusion's Iosphere and other pieces of technology to help really monitor these pieces, and then put that all together in an ecosystem of software in the data center, that worry is really non-existent.
That's pretty exciting, actually. And of course, we know that having the NAND gives you a pricing advantage. Do you foresee manufacturers who don't necessarily have access to NAND? I know we've seen a lot of consolidation. Do you foresee a lot more of that in the industry?
Well, I think I like to say that flash is in dog years versus rotating storage. The meaning is that we've innovated so fast, we've consolidated so fast, and we've gone vertical so fast. Part of the reason for that is, if we look at the hard drive industry and hard drives themselves, maybe 25 to 30% of the total cost of that device is the media, which is what the big capital expense is. Mm-hmm. But with flash, it's 80 to 90%. Right?
That's right.
Wow.
Exactly.
And this is the exciting thing.
Right.
You really can't really afford to be in this business, I don't think, unless in any major scale, unless you own the bits.
And I think it's, of course, probably relevant to note that there have been a lot of acquisitions, but some people still don't have NAND, but they have a lot of software expertise, and then some don't, they don't have software expertise, but they do have NAND, and it seems like you guys have a good cohesion to move forward. And we'll be excited to keep monitoring your progress, and we appreciate you guys stopping by the booth.
Thank
you very much. We
Yeah.
appreciate being here.
Thank you.